Time now for the morning rush. The teen accused of killing a Sandia High School student scheduled to be in court today. 19-year-old Isaiah Garcia is charged with shooting and killing of 17-year-old Sean Markey at a homecoming party in late September. Now, today's court appearance will decide if Garcia will stay locked up until trial. We'll let you know what happens. This morning, a DWI attorney is facing a second DWI charge in less than 1 year. Police say David Cerna was involved in a crash in northwest Albuquerque. Responding officers say he failed a field sobriety test and blew at least double the legal limit at .16. Cerna's first DWI charge this year was dismissed. Erica.
Well, the next big weather maker moves in on Wednesday and Thursday. It's a low pressure system off of Southern California right now. There's still probably a 50% bust potential on this storm in regards to the amount of rain that it's going to be bringing us and how quickly it's going to move through the area. If it sticks around Wednesday through Thursday morning, we're looking at some higher rainfall totals across the state.
Tonight, a city councilor will push for legislators to strengthen the state laws about violence against children. Councilor Cynthia Borrego wants people accused of child abuse to be blocked from minor victims' records and case evidence, including interviews, reports, and photos. APD's Crimes Against Children unit responds to an average of 226 cases a week.
This morning, we're showing you police camera video that will likely be used against an Albuquerque woman accused of attacking an officer. Take a closer look here. Jasmine Romero is now charged with battery and assault. Police say that she interrupted the DWI investigation of someone else and threw a rock at the officer. Romero claimed that she was having issues with her girlfriend.
Republican Party officials in New Mexico, they are seeking an injunction to stop the counting of the absentee votes. GOP officials are accusing the New Mexico Secretary of State, the Doña Ana County Clerk, of not following the law. It's a new law, rather. Now, the law calls for absentee voters to provide their name, address, and year of birth. Party officials filed a lawsuit on Friday. Erica.
Here's a look at the Metro Threat Index, keeping it very low for today, only at a 1. We do have some chilly temperatures across the north and northwest part of the state this morning. Otherwise, have a jacket handy, but know that you will be shedding that by the afternoon.
Election day is tomorrow. APS is asking voters for $29 million to cover some of the district's unfinished construction projects and necessary equipment. Mayor Tim Keller is asking voters to pass 11 bonds that will go toward improving roads, parks, playgrounds, the Rail Yards project, as well as Balloon Fiesta Park.
This morning, we are learning why New Mexico is in need of hundreds of educators. The Journal reports that there are more than 1,000 open positions, with more than half of those being for teachers. Now, the New Mexico Educator Vacancy Report mentions that fewer are entering the profession as the reason for the high numbers.
Happening tonight, City Council could decide on the sale of an old fire station in the historic Edo District. The Highland Fire Station at Silver and High Street has been vacant since 2012. The city put that property up for sale earlier this year. The community of New Mexico was the only bidder at $195,000.
The state is now receiving criticism for its plan to administer the SAT to New Mexico students. The New Mexican reports that the Education Department plans to replace the standardized testing with the college entrance exam. They say it's an effort to increase college enrollment, but critics say the state was marketed to and will now have to foot the bill for the test.
Votes are pouring in to help make a northern New Mexico man CNN's Hero of the Year. Roger Montoya is behind Moving Arts, a community center aimed at providing a supportive environment for youth. He is featured in CNN's Hero series and is now named one of CNN's top 10 heroes of 2019. You can vote for Montoya through December 3rd.
The city says that it's now seeing more and more kids taking part in its programs after adding an additional $1 million into the budget for it this year for youth. Now, the programs are created to keep the kids off the streets, make friends, and even learn new skills. Many of these programs that saw growth this past summer include parks and pools, community centers, and libraries. In just a few minutes, Boeing is going to be launching spacecraft training right here in New Mexico. The Boeing Starliner pad abort test will take place at the White Sands Missile Range. The test will demonstrate the spacecraft's ability to quickly escape the launch pad in case of an emergency. Right now, you can watch it live and learn more about the training at alwayson.krqe.com. Erica.
Now let's get a look at the morning drive. No accidents right now, and things are just looking like the normal slowdowns heading towards the Big I on I-40 and on Paseo del Norte.
A brewery in North Dakota hoping to help some four-legged friends get adopted. Fargo Brewing is putting feature faces of shelter pets and dogs on its craft beer cans. The brewery is partnering with a nonprofit organization that helps with pet adoption. The brewery hopes potential owners looking for a companion will find one today.
Yeah, cool little way to get the pictures of the little potential pets out there.
Yeah, I like it. Good idea.